add this at the beginning to let you guys know that this video is a little different than any of the other videos I've done before, and this is my first time attempting to edit in any way. So I'm still learning. This is my first try, so I hope you'll bear with me and then watch till the end because I have a very humbling moment at the end. So yeah, I hope you like it. Hey guys, so I've been playing Build a Boat for Treasure for a while, so I decided to make a video of Build a Boat for Treasure, and I thought I'd show you some tips and tricks that I've discovered throughout the months, I guess, that I've been playing it. But anyway, the main thing is that I have a boat that makes it to the end a lot. I wouldn't say every time, but I would say maybe 90% of the time. So let's see. I want to show you. See, I have 29 yellow blocks. That means I made it to the end over 29 times because I made it to the end a few times before we got the yellow blocks. So I'd say 35 at least times I made it to the end. So I've discovered some tricks along the way. So I thought I'd show you. So first we'll set up our boat, the one that I like. Oh, you know what? I'll show you how my boats, the evolution of my boats. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, my saved boats. So here's the thing about saved boats. It's kind of complicated to save them, and it took me forever to realize how to save them. And so I think let's see. Let's load this boat. Yes, and let's see which one this boat is. Because I don't remember. I only really used the one boat. Okay, so this is my second evolution. This was the boat I made after my first boats, like the first long-term saved boats. And so this one's a pretty good boat. It really is. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. It made it to the end quite often, but not as often as the boat I have now. So that's this boat. It's really cool. I like the windows. So you can't really see it, but there's a few layers at the bottom so that the stuff can't get to me very easily. Okay, and then we will do, let's see. Maybe I'm trying to find my first evolution, if I still have it saved. I think I do. Oh, I should get out of this boat. Let's see. Okay, this is my first boat that I saved. And when I first started, I was making boats that actually looked like boats, which is these two. The problem is, what I later learned was that it's less about how it looks and whether or not it looks like a boat and more about protecting yourself. So now I'll show you the boat that I use that I use a lot. So let's see, I think it's this one, Slot Star. Let's load. I think this is the one that I use a lot. My favorite boat, my more recent boat. Yep, that's this one. It's a big boat, let me tell you. Okay. So when it finishes loading, I'll explain why I made this boat and how it works and why this boat gets me to the end a lot. So it's pretty much made. There might be a few more bricks coming in, but okay. So the thing about I've learned is that you don't, well, like the protection you need is to be higher, because as the things come at you, the higher you are, the safer you are, because most of the damage will come from the bottom. So the bottom of the boat gets a lot of damage, but the top of the boat, when it's up this high, is fairly safe. It does take some damage, but it's way safer than like being low down to the ground. So that's why I end up making this boat where it's higher up, because that way I'm safer. Now, one thing I could do is like reinforce the bottom because it's not that thick at the bottom, so the top doesn't end up falling off sometimes, and I may do that eventually. But this boat's been working for me for a while now. So one of the things I also learned is that so many people are so focused on like the top of the boat, but honestly, nothing rains down on you. Like there's no, so rarely do I get killed by something like coming down on top of me. It more comes from like the side than like raining down on top of me. So honestly, it might be better just to make the sides like 2 layers, which right now they're only 1, but I could make them 2 layers, and then it probably would protect me more than like a top layer on top of me, like up here, because it doesn't. There's nothing rains down on you. It more comes from like the sides. So the higher up you are, the better. So that's one trick that I've learned. And then also, metal blocks seem to be the most strong blocks. So if you're going to build a boat, use the metal blocks. So you start out with only a few blocks. So my suggestion would be to buy as much blocks as you can as soon as you can, so that you can get a few other things besides the wooden blocks. And then once you have a decent amount of blocks, whatever style you have, you can build some boats and go shop. And I would say at least 135. This one here would be the best to buy from Metal Blocks. It's not quite as expensive as this one, and you won't get as many metal blocks, but that's a good start. That's a good place to start with your blocks. So my suggestion would be this one. So buy blocks enough to build a boat, and then keep going as long as you can. Also, join the club if you can, because you, well, like I'm a royal member, you become a member, and you can go up and you earn more money when you die. So, one other thing I've learned, I don't know if this is for everybody or everybody, but in my situation and with my boat and with my server or with my game or my account, I don't know exactly how it works, but whenever I'm, so we're going to launch. So whenever I'm in a boat, if I sit down, the boat goes so incredibly slow. And so I stand up at the beginning because otherwise it goes really, really slow. Okay, is it going this? I don't think it's going that slow right now, so I just made myself look like a liar. But usually it slows it down a lot. Let's see if it's any faster if I stand up. Oh, see, it sped up because I was standing. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Usually it's like a huge difference. Like it's going so unbelievably slow, and then I sit and then I stand and it goes faster. Maybe that's finally been worked out maybe that's no longer a bad glitch. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Oh, another thing is protection around your boat. These right here give my boat protection because all these little rocks and stuff, they break them before they actually reach my boat. They get rid of them so they don't actually reach my boat most of the time. So then my lower area of the boat is protected for longer. Like those aren't the prettiest, but they don't really need to be because they're just about sort of offering my boat a little more protection. And then when they do eventually fall off, which they usually do, they'll continue to go ahead of me for a while, and then it'll offer my boat some protection even longer. So it really does help to have them. I should have them on all 4s, but I didn't bother to put it on the 4th side. Also, another thing, when you're gonna build a boat to save it, my suggestion would be to go in your own area. Like I'm currently alone in black right now, so you can see over here I'm currently alone in black. Go into your own color, your own area, so that you can build your own boat. Because if other people help you build your boat, when you save it, pieces will be missing because you can't save their You can't save their supplies. So you need to build a boat with your own supplies. And the easiest way to do that is in your own area. Because otherwise they'll want to help you, and then when you can't save it. And if you do, it'll be missing chunks. Oh, I just got done saying nothing comes down from the top, and then the lightning does actually. But I don't think it actually kills you. Like, I don't think you can actually get struck by lightning and it'll kill you. I think it just like damages your boat. Oh, see, that piece broke off right there. But it's still protecting me. It's still going along with my boat, even though it's not connected to my boat anymore. I hate this level. This is the hard one because it does so much damage. Because the rocks just damage and damage and damage. Luckily, I'm high up, so it only does damage to the bottom, which is why I say you need to have your boat higher up. Because, see, so far there's so little damage to the top of my boat. There's a little rust over here, and there's a few blocks missing along the very, very top. And that's literally it. Like, there's no other damage to the top. Honestly, right now, there's not even a lot of damage to the bottom other than some rusting and the protector things having fallen off. I guess you call them bumpers. The little bumpers over here, these have fallen off, but other than that, it hasn't taken a lot of damage. There's second big rocks, it means we're near the end. We're nearing the end. So, I might be able to win if I get past this level. These rocks go up high, so oh, see, but they're not doing any damage to my higher up, except a little bit right there. It's mostly damaging the bottom part. You know, it might be better. It might do me some good to make the bottom part wider, so that it would reach the rocks before the top part. I didn't think about that, but I might have to do that at some point too, so the base down here would be like out further, so that it would first touch the bottom part instead of the top. It kind of does a little bit, but not as much as I think it should. Man, these rocks do a lot of damage to my boat. So far, the top of the boat is still fairly good, which is a nice relief. Okay, but that's why you have to build your boat higher up, and sometimes it does good to double layer it all the way around. That way, if it does hit you, it's not hitting your layer. I may choose to do that at some point, to make the top the double layer. Oh no. Okay, it's only bottom taking damage right now. So that's good. That means it's not damaging me. Because if it gets to a certain point, it can kill my chair, and then I'm like, without a chair. Now you can jump from chair to chair if you can do it without dying. That's the risk. So I stay in a chair as long as I possibly can until it just won't let me stay in it anymore. Until it disappears. Okay. Almost done. Oh, and my top is still good. Okay. Okay. What's after this layer? This area? Hopefully it's the end, but I'm not positive about that. It is! We made it to the end, guys! With my boat. Once you get to this point, I mean, I've never died at this point, so I'm not too concerned. I mean, you fall on these things, but as long as you're sitting... Oh my god! No! No! What happened? How did I die? Oh my god, I died. Oh my god, guys, I died. At the end! Oh my god, and I was just like, I've never died at this point. Oh my god, I died. How is that even... That's not okay. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's a tutorial on my boat. And how I nearly made it to the end. Like, literally 2 seconds away from the end. I cannot believe I died there. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've never died there before. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, um, that's my tutorial on my boat. So, you raise the boat up, and then, oh, I don't think I showed you how to do the saves. Okay. So, okay, so you click on it, and you have to click, like, higher up. Like, if you click the small part, it's just naming it. So, you click there, and then you can say, like, load your boat or save your boat. So if you have a boat built that you want to save, you can hit save, this one here, and it'll save your boat. Or if you want to load your boat, you can load your boat here. So this will load the boat that you already have saved. Now, I'm only explaining this because it took me a long time to realize how to do it, and it was not easy to figure it out. So I thought I'd show you guys to make it a little easier on you. So that's how you build a boat, and win some of the time. Apparently a little less than you think you do. Okay. I hope you liked this video. It's a little different than my other videos, but I really enjoyed making it, and I hope you like and subscribe and watch my other videos. So, thank you. See you in the next video.